everybody, my name is Tiny and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Okay, so we just got finished with Gregory's story, the baby who drowned in a bathtub. And we also did Sam, who was hunting with his daughter, actually was hunting with Dawn, so our mother, and got pushed off the cliff by a still semi-alive deer. Awesome. So far, everyone has had a wonderful ending. They went out with a bang. Okay, so next, who can say who's next? Oh god, they did rock climbing in here. Am I doing that? Oh, and also Edith, who I'm playing,
up to the loft after her brothers died,
is 22 weeks pregnant.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Ooh, what a nice room. This is cool. I like this. Well, maybe.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Well, if it helps someone, then it's a good thing. If it makes someone feel good.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
Fly to India. What's all this? School teaching. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. History, math, science, religion.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay, okay. Okay, so we need to find a way out. How am I sure? Oh, hang on, what's this?
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay, I see. I don't know what I'm doing here.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yay! Congratulations for getting married. Introduce me here now. Oh no. Oh. See, we found this on the beach the last episode. It was fallen. Oh no. Is this gonna get tangled in it?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, hang on. Oh my god.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Whee! Oh no! Creating a
Thunder
mess.
sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Make the music. Uh-oh. 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 Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, things got weird. Things definitely got weird here. I feel pretty awesome. I just want to do figure eights like this now. Figure eights with my kite. Yeah! Figure eights. Oh, this is fun. Can I make a boom? I wish that... Wow, things went bad. Oh, God. Oh, no. Did the totem fall on him?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
He was a bit of a rebel.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, here we go, yes.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, wow, look at that.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Of course not.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're working our way to the top. Alright, let's get this, check out this observatory looking place. So her brother, this is Edith's brother that went missing, that they have yet to find the body. They assumed he's dead since they didn't find his body. That is so cool. Nice. What's this? It's a pulley? So Milton was a bit of an artist? I'm assuming?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
A chew? Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. This is the biggest flip book ever. Goodbye.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, okay. Oh. Anything else? What an awesome looking room. So I like to... Oh, this is cool.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Up we go. God, it feels like it's gonna fall apart.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Her brother. Oh God, so we're gonna find out what happens to the brother
After
now.
he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh my God, this doesn't feel safe, this structure, at all. Oh, look at these little... Nice. Nice. Okay. This house is so awesome. It's so cool. Oh.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Well then. Now this is a cool room. Shisha. Game. Oh. Nice. Diploma. Gym ball. Huh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh dear.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna do this with my hand
In
and
our
not
sessions,
see.
I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh. What is that? Oh. Oh, what the hell? Oh my God. Okay. Okay, well at least I can continue the motion
I asked
of
him
not
to
looking.
describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Can't get out. How do I get that? Oh.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is very hard. Okay, so that's blocked.
But he found something more.
Oh my God, now it's turned
I
into an
worried
isometric
about
game.
him Daydreaming at the cannery,
He's gonna get himself
I
hurt.
spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
There's
It
an
seemed
accident
very
going to happen.
promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Louis Topia.
Jesus.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
I have a drummer now.
Then he made musicians.
Are you saying he turned into a game developer?
And songs for them to play.
Oh god, come on, there we are. There's
He
a fish.
talked about starting a band.
Oh,
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
uh-oh. So he kind of got lost in his own world
He
there.
held an election for mayor.
His own imagination took over his everyday
and he
life.
won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville. Ah!
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Holy crap. Kind of lost his mind.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen, a beautiful prince. Wow.
handsome queen.
Ooh.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows. Yeah. Oh, sinister serpents. Oh, no, go back. Sinister serpents. Serpents. We want the serpents. No. Okay, we got this. Serpents. We're going for serpents. We got this.
sinister serpents.
Damn straight. Serpents. Yeah. She wants adventure with serpents. I mean, what? Okay.
He followed the sound of her
Oh god. Electric sitar, silver harp, I think. I think she sounds cool with a harp.
silver harp.
Nice.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Nice.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Ooh.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
We got this. Too many fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Let go of the fish. You don't want the fish. Oh my god. Come on, fish. Come at me. There we are. Think you're cool, fish? Get out of the way.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
We got ourselves
And then
a
it struck him that
handsome
the real
queen.
Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oh no. Lewis has lost his marbles. Too
My
much.
imagination is
too much
as real as
smoking.
my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Can I go out there? What's this? That's his locker.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh no. Bad feelings, bad feelings. You got bad feelings? I got bad feelings.
He
What's
began
this?
to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Okay, so that's Lewis. What? Who am I?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
My goodness.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
There's the handsome queen.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Guillotine? Oh no. Oh no. 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 Wake up. Wake up. Oh no.
Bend down his head.
Jeepers. Jeepers, what the hell? Oh
The rest,
my
I think you
god.
know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Come on, we saw it we saw it coming. But that's your brother. That's your brother.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, that's so... Next character. Who's the next one in the story? Alright, so who we got? Who we got to go? So we don't know how Sanjay died, or... No, I don't think we do know how Sanjay died, but I don't know if that's important. Maybe we're going to do Edie next? Or Walter?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
This room.
But I understand why we left.
Okay, so this is where they were living? This is the part of the house that they were staying in? Yeah, it is. If it's a bit dark, I apologize.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
We're going into
But it had
Edith's
to
room now.
end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Whew.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
There we go. So, it's just cool. It's really cool.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh my god. Is there anything else in here? Okay, I can't go in there yet. Alright.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Ooh.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Are we going to the old house?
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Huh?
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
Sure did. Okay, let's stare at the ground. And just keep going forward.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Okay.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Oh,
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
oh.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
As in, gone in what
After
way?
that, we moved around a lot.
As in, passed away, or did she vanish? I think a lot of us have
We
done
both
this.
tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Supposedly.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Am I being born?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What? 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 So it doesn't matter what actually... What? What was Edith... What were they hiding from Edith? What? Did I miss something? What were they hiding? But Mum took the journal that was for Edith away from her, and she never found out. So she went to the house basically for nothing. What? Oh my god. Wow. That was, oh, look at all these photos. That was different. I'm a little... What the hell did I just play? It was so... Every single thing about this game was so original. Well, I don't know if it's been done before. Maybe it has. But I just loved how there's a little snippet of every Finch's life told in a different way. And... Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I play? So, who knows what happened to Milton? Walter, I'm assuming, was killed as well, because we didn't get his kind of story. We found his room, but then we found a little grave, well, a cross near the railroad thing, railway track thing. But assuming he died that way, but we didn't get a cool little story or anything. So Edie, I'm assuming she was already gone. She may have passed away in the house, or she nicked off as well. She would probably be dead because she was 90 years old. But oh look, achievement. Thanks. Excellent. So basically she went back to the house to kind of find out what happened, but didn't end up finding out what happened. I wrote a journal for her unborn child, and I'm assuming Edith died probably in labor. Whatever, who knows who the father is. I'm sure it's not important. And it's for Sanjay, who died somehow as well. My goodness, that was cool. I loved that. I really did love that. That was new. What do you think? What do you guys think about this game? It's only like, I don't even know, 4 hours, not even that. But it was so unique. Oh god, it was cool. It was cool. There was a little cringy moments in there, mainly because I don't like the idea of hurting any living being at all. But my god. Oh my goodness. I'm going to wait till the end of the credits. If something happens, then I'll continue recording. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.